A freak accident, as entertaining as a car crash. That may seem morbid, but hey, people love car crashes. Why do you really think NASCAR is so popular?
Big moment, new show, and our very first interview on this podcast here.
I know, it's the first for this show. I mean, Ian, are you ready for this?
I mean, I don't have anything quirky to say. So yes.
I hope he knows he needs to be a spectacular guest, because this is our very first foray into this.
You're talking about me? Or
No.
No, we don't expect that from you and Mickey. God, no.
Yeah, not happening.
I was like, you're expecting way too much out of me.
Yeah, no, we're beyond that point, Ian. Don't worry about that.
Thank you.
But anyway, we've got a guest from a band that I've been a fan of for a long, long time. Been following these guys for a while. That's why I'm very excited to be able to talk to him, and we've got him on the phone right now. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from the Veer Union, we have Crispin Earl. Crispin, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, thanks so much for having me, man.
Yeah, we're glad to have you here. Now, you're a busy man these days, I think. You got a lot going on. New album coming out. I know right now you're on the road to a rehearsal. And thank you for taking the time to talk to us. So how have things been with the Veer Union, with everything that's been going on? Because a lot of news has been dropping lately.
Things have been insanely busy. We've been getting great feedback about the new single and as well as the record. And so we've just been in rehearsals, getting ready for this tour that's coming up, because we're starting a tour February 18th in San Diego. All the dates at veerunion.com. You can check it out. But just really excited to get back out on the road and to start playing some new music now. But we're really excited.
So you've got basically a whole new band behind you now, right? Like, these guys are all brand new to the Veer Union.
They are new to the Veer Union, not necessarily new to me. I mean, most of the guys that have been in the band have been in the band for the last years. I mean, we've been, working together. I've been very particular about who I'm bringing on to my camp since the departure of the other guys. There's no hard feelings there or anything like that. Really, I wanted to continue on with the Veer Union. It's always been kind of my baby. I mean, I really started the band myself and had already written the first two records before anybody was ever in the band. So it's always kind of been my baby. So I'm just really excited to be playing with a bunch of guys that I'm playing right now, and everybody's there to continue to play rock, and that's what it's all about, man.
But that still has to be scary to think, you took that hiatus off, and then you're making a new album with a whole new band. Even though you've been friends with them, did that give you some worry that this could go nowhere?
No, I mean, if you go into a situation worrying about, well, this could go nowhere, then there's no point on really starting a project. In life, they don't come for free. It's all about sacrifice, and I've never been scared of sacrificing. You know what I mean? It's like, this is all I've ever wanted to do, and I just really wanted to work with people that were on the same page, that wanted to do it as much as I did.
All right, Crispin, just hang on a second. Crisco, write that down. That's what we got to remember for this podcast.
Yeah, good point. All right, so we've got the new album. It's called Decade. It's due out on the 29th of this month. The single is Defying Gravity. Now, we actually heard the single. It is fantastic. We know that we've got two songs on this album are from early demos you wrote back in 2001 that were actually featured on Tommy Lee's solo album, Tommyland. We've got three other songs from back during that time period, around 2001, about 10 years ago, and 5 songs are brand new. So do you think it's a benefit for the album that you're drawing from all these different time periods in terms of your writing?
Yeah, I mean, number one, first and foremost, thank you so much for the compliment on the new single. For me, I think it was important because I wanted to go back to the absolute nucleus of when I started this band, and that was when I was sitting in my studio room before it was a band. Most of these songs, including Seasons, which was the first kind of hit that the Veer Union ever had, that was written at the same time as these 5 songs that are on this record. And I wanted to go back to that point in time because I kind of shelved that record, and then I came out and I wrote a whole record. But the record kind of got shelved. Seasons was the only song that kind of moved into the new Veer Union. So I wanted to kind of go back into the nucleus of when I started this band. And at the same time, I wanted a fresh start. So there's a big time period in between all of that. And I wanted to kind of bridge it all together. And the band's first record that was ever released was independently released in 2006. And here it is, this record coming out in 2016, which spans exactly a decade, and it just seems fitting.
You had early mainstream success with that album you mentioned, Against the Grain, with Universal Motown. and now you're with Pavement Records. It's sort of like an independent, you're back kind of on a smaller, more tight-knit sort of record deal. Are you trying to capture the same magic? Is that like why you went back to some of your earlier stuff?
I don't think that I was, trying to necessarily capture the same magic. I think it was kind of like, let's put it this way. How many times in our lives when we go back and go, if I only knew what I knew now back then, this actually kind of gave me that chance to do that, because I'm a producer myself, and I have been producing the records for the Veer Union. I wanted to go back with the skills that I have as far as production now, and I wanted to kind of make those songs fresh for myself. It was more of a challenge for me, to go, can I take a song that I wrote really, 15 years ago and make it relevant for me today? Because it's always got to be, does this feel right to me? If it does, I just hope that other people like it too. But, first and foremost, I'm not going to be the artist that's out there just trying to write a song so that other people will like it. That's what the art's about. I hope that people will be able to connect with it the same way I do.
I got to actually listen to this full album, and it's unbelievable that you could take those tracks with the new tracks and not make it seem like that, like a garbled mess of, okay, it's a greatest hits, and here's 5 other songs, and what are we doing? Yeah, it's a fantastic album. It really is.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
So with all the new production skills that you have, and you're obviously a very talented songwriter. I mean, I've seen that. I have been following the Veer Union for a while now. And now you've got a whole new group of guys. You got your new label with Pavement. Do you think the band's in a good position right now for success?
I mean, I hope so. I would definitely say that things are definitely looking up. We were so lucky enough to have a Canadian label called Rock Shop Entertainment, and they've actually helped us out a lot along the way as well. So we're kind of working in conjunction with Rock Shop Entertainment, Pavement Entertainment, as well as we work with management. So we have a really great team. So I would definitely say, if there was ever a time that things are looking, great in comparison to when we were on Universal Records, I would definitely say that would be now.
I'm going to say this, though. If it doesn't work out, I don't know if you've ever thought of this. Your name, Crispin, that's a badass name. You can make like a cologne. It could be like, do you want to smell great? Get Crispin. Crispin. Telling you, man, marketing genius right here.
All I know is the last time you guys had an album come out, the Pittsburgh Penguins won the Stanley Cup. Can you guarantee that for me again? That was pretty awesome.
I'll look into it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You're talking to a Canadian about hockey. If anybody could pull it off, I think it'd be him, right?
One can only hope.
So, Crispin, you mentioned that you guys are going out on tour starting in February. What are the plans for that tour? Is it going to be nationwide? Basically what I'm asking is, are we going to get the chance to see you out here on the East Coast?
Oh yeah, no, we're going to be all over the place. I know that there's a couple of tours that are kind of pending right now. The first tour that we're going out is more kind of, it starts on the West Coast and kind of works into the Midwest, and then I believe that we're going to be heading out to the first tour is going to be with Bobaflex, a band called Artifice, and then Bridges to Grace. So they're going to be supporting us, those 3 bands, and then we're heading out, I believe, with Saving Abel and Smile Empty Soul. I think, and we will probably be closer to the East Coast, I think, over April and May.
Nice.
So lots of touring coming. Yeah,
that sounds good. And I mean, those are some big acts there too that you're going to be intermingling with. So those will be some good shows.
Absolutely. No, we're really excited. I mean, it's all about getting out there and having people connect with the music live. It's been a while since we've been on the road, and we're just really excited to get back out there.
I know it's premature because the new album hasn't even come out yet, but are you already thinking forward to maybe what the next album's going to be like?
Yes, actually. I've actually already been working on the next album.
Right on, yeah.
It's going to be pretty awesome. That's all I can tell you.
Right on.
Oh, it's all secretive.
Yeah.
There's Crispin. Crispin with his secrets.
Well, anyway, the new single is Defying Gravity. Make sure you request it on local radio. And the album is Decade, January 29th, 2016. It's the Veer Union. Crispin Earl, lead singer. Thank you so much for joining A Freak Accident today, man.
Thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it, guys.
We hope to see you out on the road.
Absolutely. We'll have the beer.
Follow A Freak Accident on Twitter at A Freak Accident. Ah, crap. I forgot to say Simon Says.